Did you know that there are 3 universal things that could potentially be hindering your ability to achieve optimal health, especially if weight loss is one of your goals? Hey guys, I'm Serein Wu, certified health coach and nutritionist through Precision Nutrition, and my husband, Chris Ledford, certified personal trainer through NASM, created this channel, Ledfit, to help motivate and inspire you to live your healthiest life, whatever that means for you. Today, we're going to talk about 3 universal things that could be hindering your progression when it comes to health and fitness, specifically if you're trying to lose weight for health reasons. Now, when it comes to nutrition and fitness, it is incredibly unique to each individual and needs to be looked at for each individual based on their current health, their needs, their background, and what their goals are. You are a unique person, therefore your nutrition plan and workout plan needs to be unique to help you achieve your health goals. If you're curious about how to choose a diet that's right for you, check out this video over here that I had filmed a few weeks back, which will hopefully help guide you in making the best decision for your nutrition plan. When it comes to diets, you also want to think about diets as something that can be sustainable and done long term. All diets do work, you just have to be able to do it, stay on it, and be consistent. So check that video out. I think it could be beneficial if you're struggling with trying to figure out, do you do keto? Do you do low carb? Should you become a vegan? Should you be paleo? What's Whole30? And if you're curious about meal plans, I have a video explaining why meal plans don't work. So you might say, well, Serein, if diets and nutrition and fitness and workouts need to be so specific and targeted to me as an individual and my goals and where I am now, then how can there be 3 things to help me lose weight or to help me become healthier? Well, because these 3 things really have nothing to do with specific diets or fitness. These 3 things are universally hindering most of us from becoming healthier, and specifically if we're trying to lose weight. These 3 things are universal when it comes to weight loss and health. Number 1, stress. Now, we all know that stress is a killer. It's really bad for us. It's been proven to cause inflammation in our bodies. We all seem to be dealing with a lot of stress these days thanks to modern society. Unfortunately and fortunately, our bodies deal with stress to protect us. Back in the caveman days, stress released a lot of stress hormones like cortisol to protect us if we were being chased by a wild animal or if we were dealing with famine and starvation. These were things that our stress hormones were helping our bodies stay safe and stay alive. However, in modern day society, most of our stresses are caused by work, financial situations, traffic, relationships, and these stresses aren't necessarily life-threatening in the moment, but the prolonged release of stress hormones is longer than if we were being chased by a wild animal. But the same hormones are being released, and what ends up happening is that prolonged release of stress hormones cause us to retain belly fat. And belly fat is a hyperactive fat, which actually is toxic to our bodies. And belly fat is the hardest to get rid of because it's usually caused by stress and holding on to excess carbohydrates and excess fat from our diets. So what happens when we're stressed is our body thinks that we need to store fat, store energy for an emergency. And what oftentimes happens under stress is that we also want to seek out food and overeat or comfort ourselves with simple to digest carbohydrates and sugars because it's comforting. It releases dopamine and serotonin in our bodies. It's also highly addicting and it's not as satiating as proteins and fats and complex carbs. So we don't make the best choices when it comes to snacking or our meals. On top of that, our body is now in storage mode to protect us in case we need energy to flee from the stressful situation. Unfortunately, our stressful situations are not just a wild animal chasing us, it's life. and that stress is having us hold on to any excess calories we're eating, any excess energy that we're eating, and usually it's around our bellies, which causes havoc for our hunger hormones. It messes up some of our hormones in general, especially our sex hormones, and of course elevates our stress hormones even further. So if you are highly stressed, you have to take the time and energy to figure out how to manage the stress. If possible, remove yourself from the stressful situation. We are under so much more stress and so much more information in our daily lives than we ever have been before. It's causing inflammation in our bodies. It's causing us to hold on to weight and fat storage that we don't necessarily want to do. And it's also just not good for our mental state. So I recommend minor breathing exercises. You can look those up. I'm happy to share them with you. Meditation, taking time out for yourself. Figure out what it is that can help you de-stress. Exercise consistently is proven to help you manage stress and to also just be good for you overall. I always recommend at least 20 to 30 minutes of light activity a day, 6 days a week. And you can start there. Go for a walk. Take time and walk your dog without your phone. Put your phone down and de-stress. 2, sleep. You're not sleeping enough, or you're not getting restful sleep. The quality of your sleep and the length of your sleep is very important and can vary between individuals. My sweet spot is between 7.5 to 8 hours. If I get more than 8 hours, I actually kind of get depressed and down on myself and I get headaches. If I don't sleep enough consistently, I feel lethargic, I start to get moody. Again, it starts to affect my depression and anxiety. So you have to figure out between that 7-hour to that 9-hour mark, what is your sweet spot, and try and stick to that every single day. Now, the quality of your sleep is really important as well. So if you're not getting restful sleep and getting that deep REM cycle, your body's not able to recover and repair. Just going about your daily life, you are wearing down your body, and it repairs during this rest time. If you're not getting adequate consistent rest, your body ends up becoming more broken down, your immune system gets depleted, and you're causing excess inflammation in your body. This all then causes more stress internally on your body. So whether you're dealing with emotional stress and mental stress or internal stress, your body treats it kind of all the same. And again, it starts to hold on to body fat, or it takes excess carbohydrates and turns that into fat to store for later. Stress and sleep kind of go hand in hand. If you don't get enough sleep, your stress levels go up. If you are high in stress levels, then your sleep usually gets affected. So you want to really make sure that you have a nice nighttime routine to help you unwind. Some of the things that we all do nowadays that are so detrimental to our quality of sleep is going to bed with your phone, staring at a phone or a screen before bedtime. It has been proven the light from our screens do affect our quality of sleep. I'm also really bad about it as well, but we have to prioritize our sleep, especially for our health, our mental health, and our health goals. It's also probably no surprise to you that if you didn't get adequate sleep for multiple nights in a row, that you start to feel a little run down, and usually that's when you catch a cold. It's because your immune system is broken down. We have to get adequate rest and allow our bodies to recover. If you're working out like crazy, which I did a video about 5 times not to work out, I talk a lot about how your body reacts to a workout. We put our bodies under stress during a workout so that during the recovery and repair time, our bodies become stronger. So if you are on a fitness and health journey and you're trying to lose weight or just trying to get healthy, and you have a really good workout routine, if you're not giving your body the time it needs to recover properly, you're not really getting the full effect of your workouts. And you could potentially be weakening your immune system further and breaking down your body, which is the opposite of what we want to do when we're trying to get healthy. We want to become stronger. And the third thing that is universal when it comes to getting healthy and specifically weight loss is making sure that you're consuming real whole foods. Oftentimes we talk about this, and I think sometimes we get confused. As a society, especially in the US, we are so used to convenient pre-made foods and packaged foods. A lot of the times manufacturers do such a great job at hiding packaged foods and making it seem like a healthier option or a healthy option, and it can be so confusing as a consumer. But you want to stick with whole foods at its original form as much as possible. Now, we're all busy nowadays and we're all on the go, and it's inevitable that we want to purchase something that's convenient or need those packaged foods here and there to kind of get us going or keep us going. And that's okay, but that should not be consisted of 50% of your diet or more. A lot of us are eating more than 50% in our diet of processed foods or packaged foods. Our diet should consist mostly of whole foods that we put together ourselves or have someone put together for us so that we know what's in them. You should know the types of oils you're using, you should know the protein that is in your meal, and you should know the carbohydrates in your meal. You should know what is actually in your foods that you're consuming. When you turn a package over and it's full of all of these weird blends and a bunch of things you can't pronounce, it's probably not the best for you to ingest. Even if the macronutrient ratio is aligned with your tracking and your goals, a lot of the times these ingredients that we can't really pronounce or understand, they're still being heavily processed by man, and our bodies just don't absorb the nutrients as well as if you ate a whole egg. I hope that you found these 3 universal tips for getting healthy and specifically for your weight loss journey helpful. While these tips are really simple, they're also really hard to achieve because it's having to really sit down and focus on our lifestyle and make these changes. Just remember that effort done consistently, no matter how small, will still yield progress. Obviously, the higher your effort, the more progress in the shorter amount of time. But you want to find a sustainable amount of effort to consistently do for yourself over time. This is about creating healthy lifestyle changes that can be done for the rest of your life, not a quick fix. If you enjoy this video, make sure to check back every Wednesday and Sunday for new health and fitness videos from me and Chris. And of course, if you want to take your health journey to the next level, Samantha Souza and I have our spring challenge coming up starting March 30th. Signups close March 22nd. I will have the link in the description box, but the challenge was so successful in the winter, most of our participants wanted to extend, and we decided to bring it back for the spring as well. So I hope to see you in the spring challenge. If not, don't worry. I'm back here twice a week with new health and fitness videos to help you live your healthiest life. Bye!